special call transportation committee meeting Thursday, June the 24th at 12 o'clock, a little after 12, via WebEx and council chambers. We would entertain a motion to approve the minutes. Second, been properly moved and second. Ready for the question? All in favor say aye. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Our first application is the Freedom Line Tour Shuttle Service, and Miss, I guess this Antonia Martinez Rivera. Are they here? Ms. Mitchell? So, well, I guess you want to present this item?
Yes, sir, or if the owner's not here, I'd like to just delay it to the next meeting.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do. Move to delay this item to the next meeting. Okay. All right, been properly moved and second. Ready for the question? All in favor say aye. Okay, ayes have it, and so order. Okay. All right, our next item is LRSI grant application with Winona Road Shoulder Repair, and this is Mr. Filer. Is he here? Or is that you, Ms. Shaw? Is that your item? Oh, Mr. Fowler's coming in now, making his grand entrance. Go ahead, Mr. Fowler, you up. You want to come up here? Does he need to come up here? Yeah, if you just come up here. Yeah, we all been vaccinated up here. Okay.
Are you able to hear me okay?
Yes, turn your mic on. It's a little button right on the side. Down on the other side, right side.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, very good.
You want me to
Yes,
jump in?
go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you for calling this special called meeting. And again, James Fowler, I serve as the Director of the Birmingham Department of Transportation. And specifically what we are wanting to do is apply for a special grant. Each year there is a grant opportunity through what ALDOT calls the Local Road Safety Initiative, so the LRSI. And the focus of that grant can change from year to year. And this year specifically there is a focus on runoff the road crashes and safety measures. And so within the city of Birmingham for many years, people have noted concerns for location on Winona Road near the Garden Highlands neighborhood. And so that is an area where we could improve safety measures to prevent run-off the road kinds of crashes. And so we want to apply for a grant to improve that location and improve the safety measures at that location. So the total project cost is estimated at $400,000. And we would propose to provide a 20% local match, so that would be $80,000. And for that,
100,000. If you got a match, right?
The 20.
It's 20.
As opposed to 25.
Yeah, 20. Okay, 2080. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir. And so we would propose to pull that $80,000 from the what is the proposed $10 million resurfacing budget. So $80,000 to leverage to get this grant.
Okay. All right. Any member of the public wish to speak to this item? Any member of council wishes to speak to this item? Okay, I think Chaz is shaking his head. He got answers. Okay.
Yeah, $20,000 only get you about 10 feet of paving.
Those are Chaz Uncle's prices. I'm just kidding. Okay. So what's the pleasure of council?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to recommend that we take a motion that we recommend.
Okay. All right, it's been properly moved and second. Ready for the question. All in favor say aye. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. The update for Rapid Transit, Birmingham Rapid Transit, Ms. Charlotte Shaw, Director of Traffic Engineering. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. Glad to be before you again, and good afternoon to you, Chairman Boyd, and all the rest of the City Council. I'm going to share my screen, so I need again share button.
Okay, she's going to do that right now. She's multitasking. She can be there right in a few minutes.
Ready?
All right, you have it?
Yes, sir. A little short presentation on where we are now since the last time we met.
Okay.
Okay, so actually, I think the last time we actually met is when we were about to go into construction on the west, and we had our groundbreaking, and have since made quite a bit of progress on the west construction site. We completed this, started in January, mobilized, and the contractor had quite a task to meet so that we could start the project very quickly, which was to mobilize at the same time we're getting contracts in the middle. And so January, while we didn't see a lot of work, we started to see a lot of progress starting in February. And since that time, we have completed the structural steel installation, the roof decking has been installed, all the plumbing and electrical rough ends, which means that this, the plumbing and the electrical cables have been pulled and boards and studs. We've completed the fire suppression and water mains, and also installed the foam water drainage. And so now on the site, they're actually on Wednesday, I think, they're concrete slabs. So vertical construction also up. So there's a lot to see at this point at the site, and you can really be impressed. And so our 3-week look ahead, we always, as part of the project, as we get project updates from our general contractor, which is Taylor Marie, we get those in the 20. Also request a look ahead schedule so that we can ensure that the work stays on schedule and that anything that's coming up, we know about it, and so that we can track that work to ensure that it's done and it's being completed on time. And so we're very pleased with the work that Taylor Marie has completed thus far. They are a good contractor. I also add they won the East ago. And so as you can see, this is the construction of the metal work that's going on. And also on the East Transit Center, what we did was to cut off a little time on the schedule, because the schedule is really important for us, because as you all know, we have a sunset date in the FTA program, which means it has to be completed by a certain period, which is September. And so to help reduce that time and to try to get this project completed before James, we decided to do some preliminary work at the East before we actually did our renovations. And so we went over to the East to clean out the building, and you can see sure that this first article that came in met all of our specifications. And what you're looking at right now is one of our monitors, the kiosk, a display center that is going to display the time of the buses, the next bus arrival, and information pertinent to the arrival of the bus. So what you see on the left-hand side is what we call a pylon. You're going to see that at each bus station, and that will show that light, that orange light you see, will go up and down as the bus arrives. And that thing has to be about 10 feet, about 10 foot tall. And so it's a pretty large equipment that you will see. The rider will be able to see from a distance. And so as the bus arrives, the light will go up. And if you see the light running down, that means the bus has not quite arrived to the location. And so the kiosk you see on the right, the one with the blue light, that's the one that will go. There is an issue or problem at the stations or the bus stops. It will go directly to the city 911 center. So we're currently working out those kinds of details to integrate these kiosks with any services the city may need to provide. And what's important to us also now is public engagement. It's important for us to get the correct information out around the BRT. And so what we're in the process of doing is managing our public engagement timeline. And so I put together a timeline schedule for 2021 and 2022. In 21, we're now working with various media relations programs, especially Rick Journey with our City of Birmingham, who's helping us to develop those type of channels and partnerships that he already has with the city, with various media outreach programs. We're working with grassroots organizations, with neighborhood organizations. We are looking at placing the bus out in various activities. There's a food line, street market coming up that we're going to participate in. So we're looking at the bus as a collateral to utilize to help educate the general public. We also have the BRT newsletter coming out in August, which will have information about what is the BRT. We want to start with the fundamentals to get people motivated around the idea of modern transportation. And then they'll be able to keep up to date on various construction-related delays if there are any traffic, revised plans around the area of the construction. Anything related to the BRT, you'll be able to get from that newsletter or from some of our websites. And so we've already had meetings with various organizations, including the Five Points West Community, the Citizens Advisory Board, Woodline High School, Prestonville neighborhood, and Central City neighborhood. We have a list and a schedule of various neighborhood meetings coming up that we are a part of. We get on the agenda, talk about the BRT as much as possible. So one of our bids, considering lately we passed some industry changes around construction with as a general rule, not just BRT, but lately I know that some of you may be familiar with the impact of the construction crisis from the pandemic. And so our roadway bid went out, and we realized that the bids all came in a little higher than we anticipated. So we want to go back out and rebid those. We rebid that particular bid, which is all the roadway work in the corridor. These construction prices have increased anywhere between 25 and 40%. So we want to give it another go instead of just accept what the impact has been upon the construction industry. We have a little bit more time that we can rebid this project. And so we have plans to follow up with Chaz and the mayor and you, Councilman Horton, and the Transportation Committee with more detail on what those cost increases may be and how it may impact the roadway bid. And we want to wait until we get this second bid opening before we start to embrace or approach those kind of conversations if any additional money would be required. And so so some of those challenges for the BRT program, as well as it has been going, we've had a few challenges. You can't run a project of this size and this nature without those challenges. And so, of course, the COVID increases have been one of those things, but we're seeing prices starting to really kind of trickle down a little bit, especially lumber is coming down. But of course, we still have some impacts regarding delivery of these particular products and services. And so some of the lead time has increased, but again, it doesn't seem to be affecting our schedule. It may put us out into June a little bit, where we thought we were going to end in May, but at least it still gets us before the World Games, completion before the World Games, and before the sunset of our grant. And so we did have issues around limited resources. I have been here now for about a year and a half, and have been working with myself and another project manager and our program manager, who is Skanska and Logan, our owner's construction manager. And we found the project was pretty massive, and so I was able to finally bring in another project manager and a capital budget manager. Now that has helped relieve some of my time to concentrate on and overseeing the entire project without having to work so much in the details. And so at least now we're moving very easily and very efficiently with a more efficient team. And so I just wanted to remind you as well of the corridor is going from the east to the west, with the two transit stations on each end, and that rebid that we're doing is for the roadway work, with the platforms included in the bus shelters that you see in blue. And so this is our new schedule, or our revised schedule, I like to say. We thought that we would have most of it bid by now, and actually we're on the verge of completing all of our major bid packages, and the only one that is predominantly left that's a huge package would be the rebid of the roadway work, and we're looking at having that back by July 15th. It's going to go out within the next, actually it's out, I'm sorry, it has already bid, or has already advertised, I should say. And so the bid period, we're expecting it back on July 15th. We have our pre-bid conference coming up on July 1st, and we are hoping to have a notice to receive for that no later than August 13th. And by that time, our amenities package and our signage package and our fixed and furniture package should go out, and so we should have everything completed in terms of procurement purchases by the end of August. And that is pretty much it for my update and for the BRT. And if you have any questions, I'd like to entertain.
Yeah, Ms. Sherrill, you had mentioned, well, let me say that's a great presentation. You always make great presentations, so I can appreciate that. But could you talk about some of the amenities on the bus itself? And if you have discussed that, then I might have missed it.
No problem. So the amenities will be in the actual bus shelters, and we call those stations. So the bus, the individual stops, the inbound and outbound stops are called stations. And the transit at each end are called transit centers. So the amenities at each station would be your bike racks, your, I think, Tracy, are you on the line?
Now, what about on the bus itself? You know, I'm talking about the interior of the bus.
Oh, the interior of the bus? Oh, absolutely. So, the interior of the bus will have the validators inside. So there's not a lot of amenities in the bus, but there is Wi-Fi. So
Well, that's what I was trying to get to. I just wanted y'all to say it.
Yes, sir. You'll definitely be able to get on the bus and get free Wi-Fi while you're on the bus.
Okay.
And also the balconies will be on the bus, so people come on board and they just tap and go.
Okay. Great. Any questions from council, from the public?
Yes, Mr. Chair, at one point in this, several years that we've been discussing the BRT, there was an idea around the ease of access for persons in wheelchairs and, in particular, the mechanism inside the bus for securing the wheelchair, kind of making that more efficient. Is that also going to be included?
It's already included. We actually have the brand new bus, and I'd love to get an opportunity to get the transportation committee to have the bus come to City Hall, so you can actually tour it, go Councilman Hort, whenever you have time for that, you can schedule that to get
Okay.
the bus
Well,
over.
yeah.
The bus is ADA compliant, but it's really awesome the way that a wheelchair can get on the bus and actually strap into one of the designated areas once inside the bus.
Okay. Well, maybe we should just choose a day next week then.
You let me know, and we'll coordinate that. I have to coordinate with BJCTA to make sure we get the bus over to City Hall, which shouldn't be a problem. And also another amenity on the bus that I thought was pretty neat. You can actually plug into pre-designated receptacles in the bus. So if you have a phone and you need to get a little juice on your phone, you're able to plug right into some of the things right in the bus.
Yeah, that's good, because Council Hilliard always have one bar when I talk to him. At least that's what he tell me.
You can't use that excuse on the bus. It's on the bus.
Okay, very good. This is a great report, and I have Ms. Langford to reach out to you and to see what day next week we can do that, because I really think that's wonderful, and so we can cover that. That'll be great.
Okay, great. Love
Okay.
to.
All right. Well, excellent. Is there any other old business, new business? Officer Pierce, I guess he gone. They didn't have anything for us. So, Chaz, you have anything? All right. Good to see you, too. I'm going to look for that invitation to that wedding. Uh-oh, watch out. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was news.
Don't forget the minutes.
Yes. No, we passed the minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Anybody else? All right. If not, then we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. All right. Been properly moved and second. All in favor, say aye. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Chad, I mean, you can't bag up now.